Oi, oi, lads.
Hello, 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 hello. Alright. The old GRIXIS versus Jeskai competition, huh? Dragons versus Drowns. One of these two decks will be our qualifier weekend deck. Let's farm some data. Good versus evil, right versus wrong, yep. Can you behold with the dragon enchantment? Yes. Because it is kindred enchantment. It's gas. You can't block in this game? Nope. Zugzwang. Alright, mate. This man knows ball. Is there a list somewhere? List on Untapped, but I wouldn't copy it yet, man. We're still making it. But if you're a turbo zoomer who can't wait, you can find it on Untapped. No, the card needs to resolve to get intensity. But there's not that many counters, right? It's the same as standard. It's shit. Everything's too fast to play counter spells, and counter spells are just don't get power crept like other card types. I mean, it's if anything, counter spells get fucking anti power crept, don't they? Absolute garbage. Someone said in chat Simic Flash is coming back. I thought you were having a meme. Maybe it is Simic Flash. I thought you were having a little memes up in here. I mean, uncounterable creature seems pretty decent against Simic Flash. I mean, I'm just gonna send another dragon and try and kill them. Why not? Into an Azurescale. Oppa? They've cast one spell so far. Nah. Oh man. Running counters. What an idiot. What an idiota. Where's Cavern? We don't need no caverns. I'll put my dragon token on top. Whaleys? I mean, I guess I don't want that. It is Simic Flash, yeah. Crazy. That's a Peril Lake Warden, by the way. But Oppa, this creature does not have flash. You've let us down here. Fungus fungi. Now you're confused? I think they just ran out of things that say flash, right? Seems like they've added most of the ones that do. Whoa! Warden! Warden! Get 'em, boys! Yo, any lords? These are not lords. Behold my dragon. Any lords? These are not lords. I bricked on the Scion and the Marauder both times. Never lucky. Seems like a case, I guess. They do have fungus, huh? So the case is not as good, but I mean, surely it's still a bomba. Fealty goes kind of crazy. Regent's okay. Very strange that counter spells have gotten worse over time. I don't think it's that crazy, right? Like there's strong power creep in both creatures and I would say creatures and enchantments mostly. Excuse me. Excuse me. And to some extent pit planeswalkers, but like removal, counters, artifacts, these things are all just getting left behind, man. There's been, I'd say there's also power creep in putting cards into your hand. Not necessarily card draw spells, but things that, you know, generate stuff. Card draw spells specifically, not really. But, you know, creatures that draw, enchantments that draw, that kind of thing. So, like, you know, half the things in the game are getting power crept and half are either not, or in some cases, like, counters getting even worse. It's a bit of a shit show, of course. That's just a recipe for disaster, innit? Okay, so the Lost Witch. Negate. Wub 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 wub. I mean, you got a feel like you have to keep uncounterable creature against counterspell deck. It's my favourite new Alchemy card so far. I like the Fealty a lot, man. A good deck. I like discard spells, and sometimes when you're making a deck, like, you know that discard spell's good, but it can feel bad sometimes to put it in your deck, because you know, it's like decks are only 60 cards, aren't they? You end up like cutting them. Maybe Thoughtseize is really, I was going to say that's the only one that's kind of immune from getting cut, but even Thoughtseize is very rare to see now. But when you can combine that with a little graveyard hate, then all of a sudden, you're starting to be justified to play your discard shit. Actually, I think this card is like genuinely timeless playable. It is a huge, huge bomb. Main deck, discard and graveyard hate just leaves you... Might not be the most flashy card in the world by itself, but it buys you just so many slots in your deck, right, for other cool stuff. I don't really want to top that, but I guess it does keep you pretty safe. What dragon are you beholden in Timeless? I don't know, man. Just one that's good. Who cares? Timeless dragon, yeah. When does Oppo flash in one of their flash cards? Could make a Nico Bolas deck? That won't be happening, man. Not in this lifetime. Maybe in an alternate universe. But in this one, that will not be happening. He sideboarded out all flash cards. We'll see. Ah! It's technically better to let them surveil first, but then you have to put on full control and I can't be bothered, to be honest with you. Spectral Denial? They don't even have any creatures that hits. Pressing extra buttons is beneath me. It's not beneath me most of the time, but it is beneath me against Simic Flash because I absolutely don't respect the opponent's deck, strategy, or brain. So, rather, like, I wouldn't say it's laziness, it's more me just exerting my power over my opponent. You should print an enchantment opponent can't cast creature spells on their turn. I mean, that deck gets absolutely wrecked by like any reasonable counter spell, right? Because you can just let all the enchantments resolve and just counter the 3 creatures that they draw per game. But hey man, what are you gonna do? Swamp me. Ding, ding, ding. Counter spells in 2025. I mean, they are absolutely terrible, right? Like there's a standard Jeskai control deck that plays 1 counter. I mean, like, it's just stupid. Alchemy just another aggro format these days? Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Every format's an aggro format these days? That's not true, man. Most formats have an aggro deck, but they're not all aggro formats. I mean, all formats should have an aggro deck, right? It doesn't become a problem when there's an aggro deck, it becomes a problem when it's only aggro. Of course, it becomes a problem when it's only any archetype. Nothing to do with aggro. Stroke. Negate. Case. Feed the swarm. Feed the swarm. Nah. Like even Vintage has like a red-white aggro deck, doesn't it? Or is it just mono white now? But it definitely has one. Vintage is really cool, man. I wish I could play some Vintage. You got a bunch of combos, of course, but you've got mono white. You've got like a colorless aggro deck, yeah. Blue like Lurrus Control is quite cool. Timeless has got a good mix of stuff, man. You got like energy to show and tell, and a bunch of stuff in between. I think Timeless is pretty good. There's no tier 1 control decks in Timeless? I disagree, man. I disagree. Like, Lurrus Frog is a control deck, right? There's Lurrus Frog, and then there's like Energy, there's... I mean, in fact, Timeless is honestly close to a perfect metagame, right? You've got Lurrus Frog control, you've got creature combo deck and non-creature combo deck. You've got Sorin, Alenda, mid-range shit. You've got energy aggro. I mean, you actually have all archetypes represented. It's gas, no? Beza, man. Oppo has actually just imported their standard deck. Their standard version of Jeskai. And in Timeless, I still believe in some kind of affinity thing, like making it into the world. It's hard because of Bowmasters, but I still believe one day. Uruoko? Yeah, Uruoko is more like a mid-range deck, right? I'd say it's kind of similar to this white-black Sorin thing, but just not quite as good, sadly. The dragon's real sick, yeah. Can you please stop milling me, Oppo? It's also an instant speed omen, right? To maybe beat the mill stuff. Hopefully. So you just what do I do? I have an empty library, and then I cast this and I choose land, right? So that I don't draw the card. Nice, Oppo. Two plus two. Definitely not 5. Not even in Magic is it 5. Behold my dragon. Try the Marauder, I guess. $14 damage. Come on, man. Come on. Oppo goes to 1, facing down a monstrous amount of Dragons. Thanks for the card draw, Bozo. I am stupid. Why did he not have Intensity 2 after the first Shanty? Because Chico makes a copy of the card, right? Papa Dios. Alright, mate, let's go. I don't know if this Stormbrood will be good, but I mean, we've got to try something, right? Up to this point, I would still give aggro the edge over us. Another heist? Okay, that red dragon is really bad against heist, though. Because they can yoink it and counter all my shit. But they give it back. Oh, no, how kind of them. Yeah, this is our thing so far. A sec. The 13-7, we're doing pretty well. 5-0 in mirrors. He's too strong. He's a mirror dominator. I guess that's mirrors and heist, right? I suppose. 1-3 against Boros. Like, that's the mobilize shit. We have to do something against that. We've added the counter spell, gonna try that. 2-2 against Izzet is okay. And then a bunch of random shit. We are doing fine. One against Simic Flash, yes. We just need to... We need to see how if these omens make any difference against Izzet, maybe take it from 50-50 to in our favour. And importantly, we need to see it against the Boros deck as well, right? Can we hit one of their enchantments, maybe, with a fealty? That'd be nice. Oh, we got a ballad. They were making a choice there, so they did have more than one card costing 4, so... So the other one must be the enchantment, right? If it was 2 ballads, they would have just snap picked one. Alright, combo. Surveil plus Counsel combo. Land that draws a card, land that draws a dragon, mate. Even better. This thing's face up, so I assume one of the cards that they'll steal will be one of my red dragons to counter it. I kind of like this deck more. It's a bit too early to say if it's better than Jeskai, but I do like it more than Jeskai though. It's more interesting to me at least. More fun. Yeah. Send Enchanto. Rage. Pray for Resolve. Not many GRIXIS cards that can destroy a Kindred enchantment. Oh, they might have the bounce card in their deck, right? To bounce the getaway and steal 2 more cards. This town's actually quite cool. I'm not sure they can actually play it though, because although bouncing the getaway can be nice in some games, I don't think they have enough targets generally to be able to use that, right? Like we've only really seen getaway and lootmonger. We kind of need Oppo to play a creature, right? So that I can get a dragon. I mean, it's a pretty good dragon. Just don't kill me, Oppo. Yeah, I can Azurescale and then just target my own dragon, I guess. Yeah, I haven't actually cast any chorus cards yet, so the chorus cards that they're stealing will be like the base level. Maybe... No, they didn't cast either of those, did they? Try Hellkite. a chorus that they heist from me, yeah. Well, no, when they steal a chorus from me, its intensity is what it was in my deck, but when they use it, it buffs the ones in their deck. That Hellkite spam coming through. Imagine topping a land against the heist deck. There's only lands left. What a surprise. I think it's just not possible to get lethal here, so let's go on a land destruction rampage. Oppo, can you stop pulling basics out? They've had enough. Hellkite is a really, really bad card, but it's very good when it costs 0. We can say that for sure. Stormbrood. Am I insane, or is heist just kinda trash? Like, It feels so easy when we play against it. Full haste is bad, but haste cards are good. Yeah, I still think Grave Expectations and Lootmonger are still sick, in my opinion, yeah. It would honestly be nice to be able to play them in this deck, but I think you kind of have to choose between Chorus and Heist. And even though Heist is way more fun, you've got to pick Chorus, I think. Because the Chorus package has a removal spell in it. Unless... Can you do Chorus, Heist, and Dragons all in the same deck? There's no shot. If you add your with Ureni, it's definitely possible, right? The Heist package is only... Heist package is 8 cards, Chorus package is 12, and Dragon is 20? Or up to 20 anyway. The Dragon package is kind of like Fealty, Counsel, Typhoon, Azurescale, and then some other dragon. We're trying Stormbird right now. Landlord coming through. Any spells of mana value 2 or less, Oppo? I guess. This deck's so efficient at drawing the resources you need. I do really believe in this deck, man. I think we've only got one problem, and that's the mobilize shit, right? But that deck, I don't know, I feel like that deck is a solvable problem, surely. Like, there's no way a deck with that many enchantments and that few creatures is not beatable for what is essentially a control deck that we've got here. That's a Decadent Dragon. Not Heist, by the way. More instant speed removal. Well, I added Stormbird. We've got Stormbird and Shanty now. Not really removal, is it? I mean, I guess not, no, but not useless either. Tasha seems pretty good against a lot of mobilized tokens. Why is this guy mentioning Tasha in my stream? The Tasha incident, the greatest incident of them all. If you know, you know, man. You know, you know. That's still, to this day, the moment that my heart sunk the most playing Magic. The worst part is, it wasn't like a throw or anything, it was just on a fucking misclick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, they do have this town. Wow. Even more than getting beat by mono green planeswalkers in your no-lose run? Yeah, man, of course. I was about to finish the season, rank 1. I misclicked the wrong mode on my planeswalker. And finished number 2. It was fucking disaster. Absolute unmitigated disaster. The other time that I finished number 2 is fair enough, man. I lost to the superior gamer, it happens. But that one was in the bag, man. It was in the bag. Until our Lord Tasha had something to say about it. That's not what you thought was the Tasha incident? Okay, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I was rank 2, and we knew exactly, like, where rank 1 was, because I got to rank 1 earlier in the day, and we were both playing at the same time, and I can't say for certain, but I am 99% sure I was within 1 win of overtaking him. He lost his last game too, so I definitely would have passed him. I think I would have passed him even if I won. Even if he won. And I misclicked the wrong mode on the final turn of the final game of the season. I don't know how I've done that. I've done that both to finish rank 1 in Magic. I also did it, and basically did the same thing in the finals of Chess PogChamps as well. I'm just the second place boy. Unbelievable. I've had 2 generational chokes, yeah. It's just insane. First in the dad race. Very, very true. First in the dad race. PogChamps was even worse, man. Even worse. It's so crazy to, like, look back at that game for me now, though. Because I'm just 100 times better at chess than I was at that point. Like, some of the plays I was making back then when I was just starting out, just horrendous plays. It's crazy how accurate, like, chess ELO is. Like, honestly, if I went back with my current skill and played in PogChamps, I would... I mean, I would just literally win every single game. But that was not the case at the time. PogChamps was like 2 seconds difference. Yeah, I had mate in 2 on the board and ran out of time. It cost me $12,000. I could have pre-moved it. I needed 0.2 more seconds for $12,000. Or I don't think I could have pre-moved it back then, but I could pre-move it now. Didn't you actually win every game until the finals? I don't know, man. I don't think I won every game, did I? Like, I won most of them, right? Or I wouldn't have got to the finals, but I don't know if I win every game or not. Alright, chat. Anyone countering a duress that does nothing just to make a dragon? I mean, why not? Fire maw, fire maw. Monastery, monastery. Storm brood, storm brood. Pump up your team. I guess I'll get the one that does damage if they target. Seems quite good with a negate in hand, right? Shouldn't have said that you're far better now. You could have rolled another easy PogChamps win. Well, I still talk to the guy, because the guy who... I mean, I'm not a big enough streamer to be in PogChamps, right? The only the PogChamps that I was in had fucking like Mr. Beast and XQC and Rubio and stuff. The only reason I was even in it was because the guy that works at chess.com who organises the people who play watches my stream, right? So I think I'm like... I was just about a big enough streamer to make it in when combined with the nepotism. I still talk to that guy, and he wants me to play in not PogChamps, but like a different streamer event where the people are a little bit better, but I'm kind of in a no man's land where I'm too good for PogChamps and I'm not good enough for that other event, so I can't play in that event because I'll get rolled. Those people are like 1800 to 2200. maybe one day I can get into that second event. We'll see. Just practice? Yes. Just practice, they say. I did not work in a carnival. I worked at a holiday park. AKA like a caravan site with a leisure complex. I did not work at a carnival, although I would also... I'm sure that's fun too, to be fair. So a carnival, that's not a carnival, you fucking idiot. What are you talking about? They're two completely different things, man. What do you mean? Like, they couldn't be more different. One is stationary, the other one is like... Don't know if nomadic's the right word, but... You get my drift, at least. Wandering. One wanders, yes, and one stays. Heist again? A lot of heist today, huh? Have you ever worked as a mime? Nope. I basically only had 2 jobs in my whole life, like 2 real jobs. One as a holiday park children's entertainer, and one as a barman in a club. which, honestly, given the clientele in that club was also basically a children's entertainer. Fucking hell. You were a what? A bouncer? No, just a dude on the bar, man. You know? Just a dude on the bar. Oh, man. They actually think they're going to be able to counter this to protect the bird. Do it. Prove you're not cheating, Oppo. Prove you're not a cheat. XD. And we get to intensity. And we get to resolve the Typhoon. It's another person that named green. What's with the naming 4-colored Keist? Chad cast, Chad cast, Chad cast, Chad cast. Green is the new black. I think you'll find that's orange. Am I right, culturally aware gamers? I know that there's a television show called Orange is the New Black, and that was the part of the joke. Hope you followed. I don't know what this green is for, but get it out of here. Get it the frick out of here. Streaming is kind of a mix of those two. What, children's entertainer and barman? In a way, yeah, man, in a way. They're all just jobs where you're trying to make sure people are having a good time as they try and forget about their real, like, sorry and sad life, you know? Which is not meant to be an insult in any way, it's just how it is. I attempt to be a safe haven for the sad boys. Thanks for bringing that up. No probs. Chad cast. Chad cast. I mean, we absolutely crush every slow deck, man. We just need to find a way to not get blitzed by aggro. My life is pretty good, actually. I didn't say your life was bad. I just said that you were sad. My life's great, but I'm still sad. I'm still always sad. I'm never not sad. God, I love Azurescale. Stop ballading me, man. Please stop this up, all. I'm trying to develop a board that you cannot defeat. I guess we're going after the lands now, huh? If we land as the backup plan The primary plan is just kill them with the pyre mob, but if that doesn't work, you just send it. Hellgate, Hellgate. He's kind of gas. We found a pyre mob, nice. Bit late, but hey, at least we found one. Okay, good turns. Why do Oppos have basic? Every Oppo has like at least 5 basics. It is kind of crazy. I guess I've done my... As a certified Verge and Surveil and Basics and Passage preacher, I've kind of made my own bed with this. I've got 5 basics as well, man. That's the Passage life, innit? Go one safety ballad. Alchemy has less rare jewel lands, no? Yeah. We're missing half the from standard, we're missing half the fast lands. And the pain lands, yeah. Half the fast lands and the pain lands. But you do get 2 extra like alchemy lands though. One which is like pick any colour and tap for that colour, and the other one can tap for up to 2 colours. It depends on play draw though, those lands. The problem with those lands are really good. They're just only for 2 colour decks, I think, because they don't work well with the verges and stuff. Should I install Arena again just to cook some Jund for the streamer? What's wrong with the little GRIXIS, man? Surely after all we've been through in recent times, we're not hating on a little GRIXIS, are we? Him makes blue mandatory? Kind of. You gonna have a go-to with the GRIXIS dragons? I think they're good, man. That seems like a great draw there. Any Fabled Passage? Not yet. Okay. Oh wait, surely Heist Boy's not gonna steal all of my Fabled Passage. That would take some doing, to be fair. Alright, working on the drawing more blue lands thing. If they steal a Fibblethip, you just target, it goes back in your deck. Fair. That's fair. Phantasmal on the play. What? Where the Fibblethip's at? Hello? Hello? Any Fibulous Stipulous? Hey, that was some hard work, but we've got some blue lands now. Yeah, I guess it's time to go send the Dragon Typhoon. I think this is just a 4/4 angle though, for this first one at least. Hellkite seems to work a little better in Alchemy, although that's because it costs 0, man. It makes quite the difference. It's quite I don't think Hellkite is the only card in Magic that would get a lot better if it went from 4 to 0. Actually stole my Fibblethip. Why? What is your problem? No Chad cast? Not yet, man, not yet. Patience required. Yeah, if I target Fibblethip with Shanty, it'll fizzle, right? And I won't get the intensity. You can have another Fibblethip, mate. Please stop making weird noise. I'm not making weird noises, man. I'm just enjoying my procession to victory. Because I know there is nothing that Oppo can do here. Except die a sorry death. Is there less, is it today? A little less. A lot of heist today, man. Kinda weird. Bruh. Where are my negates, man? Just do the thing. It's quite hard to do the thing on end step. Is this even worth negating? I mean, I think so, right? It's gonna kill the opponent. Have all been heisted? Nah, they don't have any heist cards right now. They've used all the ones that they stole. Seems like it's time to potentially deploy some dragoons, don't you think? Disdainful Stroke. Hello, Oppo, hello. Resolves. That's a Dragon Typhoon incoming. Oh my god, I hate heist. That's because you're mentally weak. And, you know, immature. Mom! Mom! They're playing with my toys again. These are my toys, Mom! Can you get my toy back for me, please? You're getting flashbacks. Hey man, it's the way it is, isn't it? The kids like their toys. Which is fair enough. Hellkite Tribal! Finally a damn Fibble Thip. What was your favourite toy as a kid? Do you know what's sad? I can't remember, man. I honestly can't remember. I'm embarrassed to say that. I can remember, like, my favourite, like, TV shows. I can remember my favourite games. I can remember my favourite sports to play, but I can't really remember my favourite toys. And I know, of course, some toys that I had and liked, but I can't remember what my favourite actually was. A lot of clicks with full control, huh? Hey, come on, man. Come on, that was 100 damage. No, dragon hater. Mom. I'm trying to steal my friends' toys and they're playing with their own toys. Mom. Ecuador. Ecuador.